side. So let's say we have like a weird roof or something like that. So the last part of this is trusses. So trusses are kind of a way different ball game, right? So if I click on truss, it's going to say no structural trusses are loaded. Yes, I want to load them. And then I can go to my structural trusses area. And if I open that up, I have my Fink truss, I have my Howe truss, my gable truss, my flat truss. Basically anything I can think of, right? You're always going to cook up some kind of weird truss. If you're doing your job as an architect, you'll probably want to have control over this too. All right, so I'm just going to pick one. Let's pick something. Doesn't matter. And then with this, there's really no easy way to do this as if it were a beam system, right? So I'm going to do my truss, and I'm just going to do it as a pick line. So every truss is going to have it on my grid line. And if I go to my 3D, on my grid line, I should see my truss now. Now the thing with this is wherever I pick that, now I need to make sure that it's host. Because I picked the line, that line is hosted to the bottom here. So there's a couple ways I can manage this. I could just say that it's all the way up 100 feet in the air. And then hopefully that moves my truss up to there. And that's usually the way I handle it. I draw it from the bottom and then just go up. There's really no rhyme or reason why you would need to do it otherwise. Or you would just go to this top level, pick that line again, and we'll throw it at that level. Now if we look at that truss, and I zoom in on that, you'll see that it's kind of not clean at all, right? So let's go to an elevation and look at that, the west. And if I look at that in the west elevation, you'll see that's typically how you'll get a drawing from an engineer, and it'll be tagged with what the size element is. The architect always wants to see that. When the architect sees that in Revit, he goes, oh my God, that looks just horrible. What I can do is I can tab through and click on each one of these elements and unpin it. And then if I wanted to, I could drag that down and clean it up. But then I have to clean it up for every single one of those pieces. And I'd be loading in my own custom connection. Or right now it's loading everything by default as this specific W flange. I can pick each individual element and make it a smaller flange as well, right? So I'm not limited to have everything as one piece. I could say that everything in here is there. Type UP for unpinned, unpin it all at the same time. And then I just got to make sure that I'm clicking on the right ones. You know, let me grab some of those. If I do that, yeah, I think I still have to go one by one with a lot of these. So the verticals I can change at the same time, and then the angles I can change at the same time. All right, and that's more on how the family is edited. And if we look at that family, the reason for that being, is if I edit the profile. Oh, there's another thing. I can edit the profile of this. So I want to make it bigger. I can make it bigger. Hey.